Alright, let's get through this first page. It shouldn't take really long. We're going to investigate symmetry. And what symmetry is when you can map a figure onto itself through a reflection. So if I can reflect something and the figure overlaps itself, that's called a line of symmetry. If its reflection maps the figure onto itself, you have symmetry. And there's different types of symmetry. The first and probably the easiest to see is called line symmetry, right? So if I can draw a line, and if I fold that figure, if I literally folded the figure on the line, it would have line symmetry. For instance, this one right here, if I drew here and I folded on the line, this side would match on top of this side and they would literally overlap. And if you can figure out one way to draw a line, well, it has one line of symmetry, and maybe I should cross off that S there. Right? If you can figure out two ways, and you need a little bit of a straight edge or a pause to do this, but I just drew the lines that I could see, it would have two lines of symmetry. In this guy, I couldn't figure out a way to do it. I was drawing here and here, and no matter what I did, I tried here, nothing would fold onto itself. I can't figure out a way to fold this so that it matches itself. So this would have 0 lines of symmetry. And this guy right here, I didn't draw the perfect line, but if I folded on this line, this side it's supposed to. I think I was a little flawed when I made this, but it's supposed to map up here, so that's one line of symmetry. Alright, we're going to draw a figure with 3 lines of symmetry. And the only one I can actually think of, I'm sure there's more. There's got to be, in fact, I'm pretty positive I could figure out more. But the easiest one to think of is a equilateral triangle. So what I did here is I drew a 60-degree angle. And once you draw a 60-degree angle, if you make the sides the same length, and I just chose 2 inches, but there's lots of ways to do this, right? So I made a 60-degree angle with my protractor, and then I drew a 2-inch line and a 2-inch line. And then if I connect these together, what I've done is I've drawn an equilateral triangle. Alright, so this is the same. When you draw an equilateral triangle, here's all the lines of symmetry. From this to the middle of the other side is a line of symmetry. They'd fold. The same here, there's 2 lines of symmetry. And the same from this angle here to the opposite side. So each one of those, that would be a figure with 3 lines of symmetry. And there is one figure that has an infinite number of lines of symmetry. And that means no matter where I draw a straight line through it, it is going to match onto itself. And that figure, I'm gonna place it here for you. Drum roll, please. That figure is, let's see if I can get it on there. I should have made that a little longer, but we're getting there. So as long as I go through this center point, which is right here, and I draw a diameter, a circle will fold onto itself. Alright? So I'm going to pause there. I realize this is a short video, and I realize you're going to have to pause it to take care of all the drawings I've had on here, because it's kind of hard to keep up with what I was saying here. So pause when you need it, and we'll come back. And next thing we're going to talk about is rotational symmetry.